Hey, what's up? It's been a while since I did a video. I said I was not gonna say that anymore, but that's just how it goes. It is now June, and I finally got my Phalaenopsis Zheng Anaconda Peter clone in, so I want to show you that, and then a couple other Phals that are doing really like awesome right now. So this is gonna be a short video, but I want to show you some of my like novelty Phals that are in bloom and a Jewel Orchid that I got that's super sweet.
Oh my god, you have no idea how happy I am about this. Phalaenopsis Zheng Anaconda, it's like a leopard type Phal or harlequin. It was very difficult for me to find it, and the leaves look like the old leaf, if you look. This is the newer one, so this little stumpy one, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not too concerned about it. There's a new leaf starting, second bud or spike on the way, so I'm pretty happy about that. At this point, I'm just glad that it's here. It looks so sweet.
So I just want to do like 2 seconds of like a thank you. So I got that Zheng Anaconda from Crystal Star Orchids in Ontario, and they actually held the plant for me for like 8 months, and I super appreciate that because that's not something most vendors would do. So Crystal Star Orchids out of Ontario, they also gave me a couple other, I paid for a couple other orchids and they look really great. So super great vendor. I look forward to like ordering from them again. So thanks guys.
Then I have my Alba Molina in bloom. There's a chance this is Samara with like a little bit of Violacea mixed into it because it's kind of got like a cinnamony smell. But man, this thing is like, look at that, five flowers on like 2 spikes at a split, and it grows like crazy, does so well. Freaking love this thing. And then down here are Macodes Petola. Macodes Petola, which is a jewel orchid, and in the right lighting, let's see if I can get this to sparkle. In the right lighting, you can't really tell. The like veins literally sparkle under light. It's so cool. It's taken me a really long time to find one of those, so I'm extremely happy about that. My Phalaenopsis Mokchoi Yu, which is a Gigantea by Violacea hybrid, doing very well. Then I have Phalaenopsis Matthew Chen. The lighting's a bit blue in here, but you can see it's got this like super earthy tone. I'll try to see if I can change the color a bit. It's not really great. Anyways, I'll use an image so you can see. Super cool in color. It smells like cinnamon and kind of like baby's breath, like the plant baby's breath, not like baby barf, because that's gross. I've talked about this one before. It's Phalaenopsis CTL Vio Sapphire. It is definitely in like full bloom right now and has like so many flowers open. This one smells like sunscreen, so it's definitely like one of my favorites. It's doing so well, and I think that that's pretty much like, oh no, there's one more. So I had pollinated my Tying Shin Fly Eagle about 2.5 months ago, and look at the size of that pod. It's so huge. I'm gonna be sending this out east to a guy that does flaskings, and I'm gonna have him try and flask it up for me. It's Tying Shin Fly Eagle by Bastianii. So we'll see how that goes.
One quick thing I really want to talk about is the Jewel Orchids, because everyone's like, oh, they need so much humidity, and I have a theory that they don't actually need that much humidity, because I've talked to a few Canadian growers who, like me, have really low humidity.
And they've had a lot of success with theirs, just growing them like potted plants by a window. The key is like watering them and making sure they're hydrated very often. So the versions that they were using, that they were growing, were not Macodes Petola. But I've had these now for 2 weeks, and they're not in any terrarium, and they're just growing by the window. And you'll notice the like plants look pretty like good so far, considering. I have them planted in 2 different mediums. One is a standard orchid mix with sphagnum moss, perlite, and bark, and then the other one is 50% bark and 50% peat moss.
50% perlite and 50% peat moss. And if you're curious, I got the Macodes Petola from Jewel Orchids. They'd come up to Calgary for one of the OS shows, and because I've never found them before, I ordered 2 and figured I would test out the media.
And my objective here is to see if a more water retentive media does it any better for them. And then on the bark and perlite mix, I'm actually normally letting it sit in about a 1/4 inch of water at the bottom, based on some things I'd read online about somebody else who'd had success with that. So it's been a couple weeks. So far they look not too bad, considering I was expecting that maybe they would have started leaf shriveling or something like that, especially provided that my humidity is still low. So I'm pretty stoked, I guess. So I think I'm gonna cut it off at that. I'm gonna try and do more videos. It's really hard I have to be like in the right headspace to do a video, and that's kind of, sometimes you're just like not in the mood to film and you feel awkward and you feel ugly, and like that's that. So I'm gonna try to do more, but like if I don't, sorry. Thanks for following the channel, and hope your plants are doing well. Okay, bye.